We good then.
The Riverdale Raiders have a new head coach in 2023, but expects to have the same results with a very familiar foe, a foe the Raiders have dominated against for a half a decade, and a fan base wants nothing less of such. The North Clayton Eagles will enter the 2023 season searching for answers, a spark of any kind to put the lean years in the rearview mirror. The Eagles really haven't had much to cheer about on the gridiron in recent seasons. From 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia, in Riverdale, Georgia, the Georgia Media Network Services presents high school football. Tonight is the Eagles of Riverdale and the Raiders of Riverdale and the Eagles of North Clayton. Tonight's forecast 87 degrees at kickoff time, and it is sunny. Alongside our director and producer, Dennis Thomas, our cameraman, Dennis Thomas Jr., I am Anthony Harp. However, and wherever you're joining us, we thank you for doing so. As we join you in progress, we welcome you to the South Side Classic, a classic that has been dominated by the Raiders in multiple ways on multiple levels. North Clayton, they have the ball first, and we are ready to roll. It is second down, ball at the 45-yard line of the Raiders in the shotgun formation. There's the clap. There's the snap. It's going to be a draw, running it up the middle, 40, and he gets tripped up at the 32-yard line. The starting lineups for the North Clayton Eagles, we have Washington, Ball, Murphy, Robinson, Lunsford, Hearn, Key, White, Burnett, McKinley, Williams, Datcher, Johnson, Henderson, Bagley, Harris, Mitchell, Harris, Montfort, Stroker, and Adams. On first down and 10, ball inside the 35-yard line from the shotgun formation. Got a man in motion. There's the clap. It's going to be a draw, and he gets taken down at the 30-yard line. That was Ricky Johnson on the transition pitch from behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at the North Clayton Eagles, they went 1-9 overall last season, 0-7 in region play as they come out of College Park, Georgia. It's going to be second down. Ball is to the far left side of the field, moving from left to right on your screen. It's going to be a run up the middle, first down inside the 20. Trying to elude defenders, still eluding defenders inside the 15, down at the 13. That's a big gain. Trayvon Key with the burst of speed running up the field. That's going to be a first down inside the red zone.
First down, Eagles.
First and 10 coming up here. Got a man in motion. There's the snap. It's going to be a draw running up the middle. Gets to the 15. Looked like he jumbled the ball, but still was able to hang on to it. That's Amir White. That's after positive yardage. And you look at both these teams, these are very young teams. Both teams have less than 10 seniors on the roster for the 2023 season. It's going to be second down and about 5. They have a man in motion. Is fake. Nope, it's going to be a draw running up the middle. The end zone for 6. Touchdown, North Clayton Eagles. And we have a flag on the field, a little bit of extracurricular on the near sidelines, just outside the numbers. But that's the quarterback keeper, Justin Murphy, running right up the middle, untouched.
Anthony, quite impressive for the North Clayton Eagles. It's the first time in the game we've been covering it. The Eagles have scored first. Way to go, Coach Cap. Looks like the touchdown is going to stand at.
Well, was it celebration? No, they was. Well, they weren't even in the play. They on the sideline fighting. I mean, on the side, inside. The play was already over. They still pushing. They were right down the field, though, didn't they? Right down the field.
So after the post flag, after the post touchdown penalty, they're going to move the ball back to the 18-yard line. So instead of going for a P18, it looks like the Eagles are going to go for a 2-point conversion.
Cheers.
So Murphy rolling on near side, and he's he lose a defender, and he gets ushered out of bounds forcefully. And already this game is slightly getting kind of chippy. Emotions are running high here in the Southside Classic. So we're approaching the midway of the first quarter. It was a 5-yard touchdown run by Murphy, the starting quarterback, who was a freshman. In fact, most of the roster is filled with freshmen and sophomores. Very few seniors for North Clayton. There goes the kick. It's a booming kick. He gets to the 20, 25, running near side, has room. He gets to the 40, flag down, taken down, crossing the 45-yard line. And we have a little bit of a scuffle that amounts to nothing. That was Michael Pearson running it upfield, getting the ball back to midfield. But let's see what the penalty is on. It's going to be a hold on the kicking team or the receiving team, and that is the Riverdale Raiders. And so, because of the penalty, the ball was about at the 40-yard line. It will go all the way back to the 20-yard line. That was a steep penalty. So now it's going to be first down and 10 at the 20-yard line. 6-0 our score. 6:45 remaining from Southern Crescent Stadium. The first quarter is going to be a little play action. Wine throwing the long ball down the field. That is caught at the 45, and he's taken down at the 30. That was Jamie Newman on the other end of a 40-plus yard bomb by the quarterback, Aaron McKinney. Well, that's how you nullify a holding penalty on special teams. Just throw the ball down the field, and Jamie Newman was all kinds of wide open. So now it's going to be first down and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. Man in motion. It's going to be a handoff, slipping in the backfield, getting to his feet, and looked like he was ruled down at the line of scrimmage. That's where he lost his footing.
Carrier number 28, Ja'Cory Anderson.
Ja'Cory Anderson getting his first carry of the season. He's a freshman. The Riverdale Raiders, out of, you guessed it, Riverdale, Georgia. They went 3-7 last season, 2-5 overall. So it's going to be second down and 6 out of the shotgun. There's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Anderson again, using his blockers as protection, crossing a 30, getting close to the first down marker, taken down at the 27-yard line.
It cuts in and out, though, just letting you know this part is right there. I did.
The Riverdale Raiders, they have a new head coach on the scene by the name of Deuce Robertson.
I just let you know.
And speaking with Robertson, with only 6 seniors returning from a season ago, at the Clayton County Media Day, he referred to Class 4A as the SEC, but nonetheless, he expects his team, who is young, to keep getting better and to develop. They had a tough schedule. They took on a lot of tough opponents. So in his mind, he feels as though that his team is battle-tested and ready to go for the upcoming season. So it's going to be on first down, and running up the middle is Anderson. Anderson backpedaling, stumbling his way, getting well beyond for a first down.
Carrier number 28,
Ja'Cory Anderson has been toting the load on this opening drive thus far for the Eagles. Excuse me, for the Raiders. And speaking with Coach Robertson, asked him, the Raiders will have a successful season once the culture is established. Culture is key. So it's going to be first down and 10. Man in motion, and looked like somebody moved prematurely for the Eagles here.
Against the Eagles. That's a 5-yard penalty. Ball will be spotted at the 16-yard line. Brings up first down and 5 for the Raiders at the 16.
So because of that penalty, it's going to be first down and 5 at the 16-yard line, as the Raiders are moving from right to left on your screen. First down. We got a lot of action in the backfield. There's a bounce, turning outside, far side, cutting inside the 10, reaching for the 5-yard line and gets it. Tackled by Amir White. And David Thurston getting his first carry of the game and of the season. A gain of a big play here. First down, first and goal, as the Raiders are well inside the red zone here. There's a snap. It's going to be Thurston again, lowering his shoulder, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. A gain of absolutely nothing, as we are under 3 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. It was a 5-yard touch. It was a 5-yard touchdown run by Murphy, the starting quarterback for the Eagles, to get the Eagles on the board for the first time in 5 games against these Riverdale Raiders. And we'll break that down as we proceed throughout the evening. In the meantime, it is second down and goal here. Got man in motion, shotgun formation. There's the snap, play fake, throwing end zone. That is caught. Or is it intercepted? No, that's a touchdown. Officials are calling that a touchdown. That was Lawrence Tolbert catching the 5-yard touchdown pass. And at the moment, we are tied at 6 here.
Number 12 Osvaldo Hernandez.
There's the snap, the hold, the kick. That was a very bad kick. Looked like somebody possibly got a paw on it, but nonetheless, late first quarter, we got ourselves a 6-6 score. 2:17 remaining in the first quarter.
The concession stands are open. I know definitely on the scoreboard side, open on the visitor side as well. Concession stand by the home team, North Clayton Eagles. Please support the North Clayton Eagles by snacks, whatever they're selling. Your support goes a long way to make this Southside Classic a memorable one.
As the crowd continues to file in at Southern Crescent Stadium for the 2023 edition of the Southside Classic, right here on the Georgia Media Network services. We're glad you're with us on the second half or the second game of a weekend doubleheader to kick off the opening weekend of Clayton County High School football. If you were not with us last night, the Monday's Mill Tigers, they did it. They defeated the Lovejoy Wildcats for the first time in 15 seasons, 20-12 last night. It's going to be a short kick. Get to the 20, 25, 30, running near side, flag down, crossing the 40, 45, 50. He's at the 40, he's to the 30, and he is forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. But in the meantime, we have all kinds of laundry on the other side of the field. It's likely a hold on North Clayton. Yep, it is indeed a holding against North Clayton. So that was a good run. That would get nullified.
My name is Amaria Higgins. I attend Mondays Mill High School, and you're watching Georgia Media Network Services.
Touchdown run. The PAT, because of a late penalty, pushed the ball back to the 20-yard line, tried to go for it and failed. So now we have a 6-6 game as the Raiders answer back with a 5-yard touchdown run. PAT was tipped at the line of scrimmage. That's how we got a 6-6 game with exactly 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. So we're waiting for the refs to get themselves in position as the ball is down the center of the 20-yard line here.
Ball is spotted at the 16-yard line. North Clayton Eagles start this drive from there. First and 10 at their own 16.
So the ball is actually at the 16-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10. Murphy, and out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the near right. It's going to be a running far side, hurdling at the 20-yard line.
Ball carrier number 21, Quantavious Wiggins, tripped up at the 26-yard line by number 21.
That was
Diallo,
Diallo, the freshman defensive back on the carry there.
moves the change to a first and 10 for the North Clayton Eagles.
No, I beg your pardon. That's Quantavious Wiggins. I beg your pardon. So now it's going to be first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's a pitch out of the backfield, cutting inside, doing his dance, eluding defenders at the 25, gaining positive yards to the 30-yard line, taking a pile with him.
Ball carrier number 21.
That was a power run by Quantavious Wiggins.
Number 59. Travion Stevens gain of 3 in the play. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. Brings up second down.
As substitutions are coming in for the North Clayton Eagles. Their last game was all the way in Fayetteville. They lost at Stars Mill 46-7 on a very complicated and very trying and challenging season. The 2023 campaign was. In the meantime, we have our first time out on the field, which is by North Clayton. They have 2 timeouts remaining at the 37 mark. And with them calling the timeout.
You're watching Georgia Media Network Services live on YouTube.
Curve number 12, Justin Murphy, the freshman, all the way down to Riverdale Raiders.
You got me too over here.
Well, that was a very big run that we caught the tail end
You got
of.
me too.
And that puts the Eagles on the other side of the field. So now it's going to be first down and 10 at the 45-yard line. Murphy out of the shotgun, and the play won't happen. Why? Because we have reached the conclusion of the first quarter. At the end of the first 12 minutes of play in Southern Crescent Stadium in Riverdale, Georgia, we have ourselves a tied ball game. North Clayton has 6. Riverdale has 6.
After 2023,
Now, games that have came and gone in 4A Region 4. As a matter of fact, this is the last game of the week in Region 4, 4A, and this is the third game on the schedule, actually. Thursday night, it was Carver over LaGrange, 28-12. It was Troup County over Harris County Friday night, 31-7. It was McIntosh over Fayette County, 37-24. Woodward Academy all over Trinity Christian, 48-8. Now for earlier today at high noon, it was East Coweta over Stars Mill, 28-21. And late afternoon, it was Northgate over Whitewater, 31-18. So throwing it on first down, their side getting a first down and some, crossing the 30. Somebody lost the helmet. And somebody lost the mouthpiece too. That was a big play by Ricky Washington. Caught it in the flat for a first down. For a team that's had some very lean years, they have wasted no time in being aggressive and getting on the scoreboard. Just 30 seconds gone by in quarter number 2. It's going to be a throw out of the backfield, caught to the 25-30, running far side inside the 10, taken down at about the 6.
Flag on the play.
All that happened. There was a flag on the play. That was a good throw by Murphy. Catch made by Michael Ball.
Spot on the foul appears to be the 19-yard line. Ball will be spotted at the 29-yard line. That's the bad news. The good news is it's still first down. First and 12 from the 29-yard line.
And the penalty pushed the Eagles out of the red zone back to the 28-yard line. So it's going to be first down and 10. Ball at the 27-yard line. It's going to be a draw running up the middle. There's another flag at the 15-10 inside the 5. But there was a penalty as soon as Wiggins had got back to the line of scrimmage. So in all likelihood, somebody was holding yet again.
False start against the offense.
False start.
5-yard penalty. No play on the play. Ball is spotted at the 34-yard line.
If you're the Eagles, that's a buzzkill because that was a powerful run that had the Eagles within 5 yards from the end zone. Just 1 minute going by in the second quarter.
First and 15 for the Eagles.
I know. I was trying to set it up.
Timeout on the field called by Riverdale. That is their first of the half. They have 2 remaining.
We'll go to a commercial.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Linnell Cook, and I am the band director of the incomparable Majestic Marching Cardinals of Jonesboro High School. And you are tuned in to Georgia Media Network Live.
Thank you.
So, it's Coach Williams from Money Mill High School. We watch the Georgia Media Network Live.
3.
My name is Antoine Scott, and I represent Munnis Mill High School, and you watch the Georgia Media Network Live.
My name is Alicia Griffin. I'm a parent at Munnis Mill High School. You're watching Georgia Media Network Live.
We're back from the timeout. It's going to be first down. Dump off pass in the flat. Caught. Eluding defenders. Lunging forward. Crossing the 30. And the receiver is a little bit banged up. That's Ja'Carl Hearn. But he's good. That's a gain of about 4 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 12. Making the stop there for the Raiders, number 31, Jerome Andrews.
Looking at the North Clayton Eagles, last season they were ranked 427th in the state. This season they are ranked 431st in the state. Last season they were ranked 57th in Division 4A. This season they start off by being ranked 58th. In Region 4A. So it's going to be the second down from the shotgun. It's a draw running up the middle inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, North Clayton Eagles. That was a 27-yard touchdown run by Quantavious Wiggins, the sophomore.
Yeah, boys out here playing on the train.
With the 29-yard run.
What school are y'all? Hey, what school y'all at? What school y'all? I said, what school are y'all? Drew? Okay.
Point conversion attempt coming up.
I know a football team watching. I said, I can tell the football team over here.
And the Eagles are going to go for a 2-point conversion here. As Murphy's trying to get his players in position. Will they get the playoff in time? From the shotgun, yes, it's a toss out of the backfield, bouncing outside, and he's wrapped up, and he's taken down.
2-point conversion attempt is spoiled
by Jerome Andrews, the sophomore defensive lineman. So the PAT failed.
31 seconds left in the first half. Our score is now 12-6 in the 2023 Southside Classic.
Hey, my man. Y'all played yesterday? Oh, y'all won?
Substituted from the North Clayton Eagles, number 55, Isaiah.
2.5 gone by, and North Clayton, yes, you heard correctly, North Clayton have a 6-point possession lead over the Riverdale Raiders, 12-6. There's the kick. And it's going to be received at about the 11. It gets to the 20. He gets to the 30, gets to the 40, gets to the 50. The 40 has the kicker to beat and beats him at the 25. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Riverdale Raiders.
Return by number 5,
Jamal Middleton took it 90 yards from the house.
85 yards to the house for a Riverdale Raider. Touchdown! Middleton to the house.
And now North Clayton is going to go for a 2-point conversion here. And we have laundry on the field. Somebody moved prematurely.
Against the Raiders. They'll redo this play from 5 yards out.
So now the PAT is going to come from the 15-yard line to snap the hold. The kick is up. The kick is blocked, but into the hand of Riverdale, but nothing's doing.
No good. Our score is knotted up 12 apiece.
You're watching Georgia Media Network Services live on YouTube.
.9:14 to play. Got a short kick. And pop goes to Weasel because the Weasel went pop.
Hernandez kick is recovered by number 13.
That was Anthony Johnson who laid the vicious hit. Almost 3 minutes going by in the second quarter of a 12-12 game. Now, the last time the Georgia Media Network Services covered the Southside Classic, it was pretty much over by the end of the first quarter. That is not the case this evening. We have ourselves a 12-12 game, and North Clayton got on the board first. And this is the first time that North Clayton has gotten on the board against Riverdale in 5 seasons. We'll get to that breakdown a little later in the broadcast. But in the meantime, it is first down and 10. Ball at the 44-yard line. Crowded backfield from the shotgun formation. There's Murphy dropping back, throws over the middle. That is incomplete. Throwing at the feet of Michael Ball.
Justin Murphy's pass intended for number 11, Michael Ball, falls incomplete. Brings up second and 10. Ball
North Clayton last season, they scored 46 points and allowed 468. So it's going to be first down and 10. Ball at the 38-yard line. Excuse me, the 44-yard line, I beg your pardon. There's a snap. It's going to be a draw. Bouncing near side, has a block crossing the 50, 45, and he is taking people with him inside the 40, finally being rushed out of bounds. A lot of words are being exchanged here, but no flags are being thrown.
Ball carrier number 22, Amir White.
The ball carrier there was Amir White. The defender was Jacob Coleman. North Clayton was in last place in 4A Region 4 last season and closed out the year on an 8-game losing skid. Now North Clayton, they have the ball on their side of the field. Inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, there's the snap. It's going to be a handoff running up the middle to the 30, getting down to the 26-yard line. That was Amir White on the carry, who was tackled by Ja'Cory Lucas, who only had one tackle last season.
First time Eagles! Making a stop for the Riverdale Raiders. Number 23.
Head coach Cat Burnett of North Clayton. He is entering his 8th season tonight. So it's going to be first down and 10. There's the snap. It's going to be a handoff, running near side, bouncing outside, turning the corner, 25, 20, 15, lowering his shoulder, running around over and through Raiders defenders, taken down at the 10-yard line. That was Quantavious Wiggins, who moments ago scored a 28-yard touchdown run earlier in the quarter.
First and goal from the 10. Your friends at Krispy Kreme Donuts.
So now it's going to be first down and 10 at the 10-yard line. Up is going to be first and goal coming up here. And we have whistles. And North Clayton calls a timeout. North Clayton calls a timeout. 7:30 to play in the game of a 12-12 ball game. We'll step aside after this on the Georgia Media Network Services. Coming up at the half, we will recap the first half for you. Battle of the Band halftime extravaganza that was actually performed at halftime. It was actually pretty nice, and it consumed most of the halftime. We'll recap scores around the region. Region 4A. And tell you what is to come for next week. First down and 10. Low snap. Handoff is a run. inside the 5, and that's Wiggins again on the carry. The sophomore is carrying the load on this drive here. He's a sophomore in a game that is full of juniors, freshmen, and sophomores. North Clayton is coming into today's game with only 3 seniors. Riverdale's coming into today's game with 6 seniors. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 6-yard line. Murphy out of the shotgun. He has Wiggins to his left side. There's a snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper again. Running right up the seam. Barely touched into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, North Clayton.
12, Justin Murphy, quarterback draw. Into the end zone. Into the end zone for North Clayton Eagles. Touchdown, Eagles! Murphy with the 6-yard touchdown scamper.
And now North Clayton, they will go for a 2-point conversion here. From the shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the far right. There's the clap, there's the snap. Here comes the rush. Murphy throwing end zone. That is caught, and the 2-point conversion is good. Michael Ball was on the other end of that 2-point conversion, but we also have a flag on the field as well. Roughing the passer. That's against Riverdale. Oh, that's not good. So because of the roughing the passer penalty, the ball is going to be kicked from the 45-yard line on Riverdale's side. There's the kick, and the kick will go to the back of the end zone. 6:30 to play, about the halfway mark in the first quarter. In the first half, rather. It is 20-12. North Clayton leading Riverdale in the Southside Classic.
Riverdale Raiders start this drive at the
And don't forget, now, if you're out and about, whether it be now or in the future, and you want to check out a ball game, Georgia Media Network Services is covering. You can do that just by scanning the QR code and also being generous and becoming a partner by helping us out by giving us funds and things like that. That will help us out tremendously as the punt returner, Michael Pearson, gets it back to the 21-yard line. Yes, we are hoping that you all can donate to the Georgia Media Network Services just so we can advance and develop and make the Georgia Media Network Services broadcast more pleasurable for your liking. So it's going to be first down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Winding, throwing the long bomb down the field. That will be intercepted. Isaiah Johnson with the interception. The intended receiver was Jamie Newman.
For North Clayton Eagles, that's Trevon. North Clayton Eagles will start this drive first and 10 at their 40-yard line.
So it's going to be first down and 10. Ball at the 43-yard line. Murphy has himself a crowded backfield. Dropping back to pass. Winding, throwing far side. That will be caught at the 35. Nope, he dropped it. Oh, he dropped it. Michael Ball pretty much had himself a touchdown pass, and he dropped it.
Murphy's pass intended for number 11, Michael Ball.
And had Ball would have held on to it, that would have been a 55-yard touchdown pass to extend the Eagles' lead. So now they got to go back and do it again. Last season, the Raiders finished on a 4-game losing streak in fourth place in 4A Region 4. It's going to be first down and 10. Ball from the 43-yard line. Got a man in motion. There's going to be trickery in the backfield. It's a flip pass. Get to the 35, 45, 50, and finally taken down. Ricky Johnson was the ball carrier, taken down by Inco, the junior defensive lineman.
Third down and yard for the Eagles.
We're talking about North Clayton. Burnett's best season at North Clayton was back in 2016, going 5-6. Made the playoffs, but lost in the first round to Mary Persons, 45-12. First down and 10. Ball at the 47-yard line. It's going to be trickery running up the middle and nowhere. Back to the 50-yard line.
Ball carrier number 22, Amir White, immediately in charge for the Raiders. Number 30, Andrew Love, and number 99, Alvin Turner.
North Clayton made the playoffs in Burnett's second season in 2017, but lost in the first round of the playoffs 48-8. Coming up 3.5 to play, and we have whistles. We got ourselves a timeout here.
Timeout on the field called by North Clayton.
North Clayton can call us the timeout. So we'll take a timeout with 3:30 to play in the first half from Southern Crescent Stadium. Eagles 20, Raiders 12 on the Georgia Media Network Services.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Odell Cook, and I am the band director of the incomparable Majestic Marching Orders of Jonesboro High School. And you are tuned in to Georgia Media Network Live.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So, it's Coach Williams from Money Mill High School. You're watching Georgia Media Network Live. Great. My name is Antoine Scott, and I represent Money Mill High School. And you're watching Georgia Media Network Live.
My name is Alicia Griffin. I'm a parent at Monday Mill High School. You're watching Georgia Media Network Live.
First down and 10. Ball at midfield. It's going to be another run, swallowed up and taken down in the backfield. Estrada, the senior linebacker, that's one of the 6 seniors on this team, taking back Amir White.
North Clayton turns the ball over on downs.
And North Clayton turned the ball over on downs.
At the North Clayton 45-yard line. With 22 seconds left in the first half.
3 minutes, 10 seconds. Clock continue to roll. Coming up at half, we have the Battle of the Bands. We will recap the first half, go over the scores of what happened in Region 4A today and really throughout the week. Tell you what's to come for next week in the region. It's going to be a run up the middle on first down to 10, getting the first down. That was Ja'Cory Anderson, the freshman running back, running the ball.
Brought down at the 31-yard line. What was the chance for Riverdale?
Last season, Riverdale defeated North Clayton 69 to absolutely nothing in the season opener. As it's going to be another run up the field. Quarterback last year was Chandler Fogler. He went 5 for 5 for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns. Running back Ontavious Iseb ran the ball 3 times for 88 yards with 3 rushing touchdowns. And last season, he rushed for over 2,000 yards from a season ago. And wide receiver Jaden Howard caught 3 passes for 105 yards, 2 touchdowns, who is now playing ball at Stockbridge. So it's going to be on second down. It's going to be a run bouncing outside far side, gets to the 30, gets to the 25, spinning his way just past the first down marker inside the 20. Nope, he's going to be marked right at the 20. Nonetheless, that's the first down. David Thurston, the junior runner, junior running back, with the first down. So now it's going to be first down and 10 inside the red zone now.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
And the quarterback, Aaron McKinney, is getting instructions from his sideline. Now gives the instructions to his line from the pistol formation. There's the snap. It's going to be handoff. It's Thurston again. He gets to the 20 and doesn't go any further than that. As we approach 70 seconds to play in the half.
Number 23, Caden Burnett. No gain on the play, brings up second.
Be sure to stick around for the Georgia Media Network services next week from Southern Crescent Stadium in Riverdale. Is Riverdale hosting Stevenson, as you can see right here on the Georgia Media Network services. So it's going to be second down. McKinney winding, throwing the ball down the field, caught at the 10, eluding defenders at the 5, still dancing. And he gets it actually to the 7-yard line. That was Jamie Newman. And we have another timeout on the field. This one is by the Raiders with 32 seconds. Raiders are trying to make something happen. They're down 8 points.
Moves the chains for a Riverdale Raider. First down, Raider!
And with 32 seconds left, we will step aside on the Georgia Media Network Services. You can't watch from there? I just want to monitor just so I'm not breathing on you. I don't want you to smell my bad breath. 32 seconds, 20-12 our score. North Clayton is leading this thing. Yes, North Clayton is out in front. They're going jumbo pass from the shotgun. There's the clap. Here comes McKinney throwing end zone. That will be overthrown. He was looking for Tavares Garvin, the senior wide receiver.
Pass intended for number 7, Tavares Garvin.
That's at the house.
Personal foul, roughing the
That's on me.
passer against the Eagles.
Oh, you can do that? All right, let me know. 26 seconds to play. And look like we got a late flag because people are moving closer to the end zone. The ball will be at the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
Nope, that's the 4-yard line. The ball will be spotted. It's going to be first and goal from the 4. Raiders will try to tie this game up before the half. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Dion McKinley with the stop. Going no huddle, and then they spike the ball. We got a late flag on the field. We have 9 seconds left to play in the first half. And we have Cat Burnett, the head coach for the North Clayton Eagles. He is livid right now. So the ball will be spotted at the 7-yard line.
Substitution infraction against the Eagles.
It's still first and goal. Ball will be spotted now at the 2-yard line. McKinley out of the shotgun, have a halfback to his far right side. 2 wide receivers, 2 to the far left, 1 to the near right. There's the clap, there's the snap. McKinley looking end zone, throwing over the middle. That is almost intercepted. Jamie McKinley on the coverage.
Riverdale pass intended for number 2, Newman, in the end zone.
That was Anthony Johnson on the coverage with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this is all likely the final play of the first half here. Second and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line. McKinley out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the far left this time. 1 to the near right. The halfback is moving from the left to the right. Have a man in motion now. There's the snap. Here comes the rush, throwing far side. That is almost intercepted, or was it intercepted? Nonetheless, we got a flag on the field.
Flag on the play.
That was Amir White of the Eagles who caught the pass. See what the flag is for. The flag, it is against North Clayton.
It is halftime.
Excuse me, Riverdale, but that doesn't matter. We have reached halftime from Southern Crescent Stadium in Riverdale, Georgia. And we're going to keep it here as the bands make their way onto the field. While that is happening, the Georgia Media Network Services is a 501c3 nonprofit organization which is dedicated to career development and academic achievement through media technology. Our organization is committed to providing students with a media opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we please have your attention directed to midfield.
You can become a partner. You can either send us an email at the Georgia Media Network at gmail.com or check us out on the World Wide Web at georgiamedianetworks.com, or you can give us a call at 850-466-0670. You can visit us on Facebook or on YouTube.
Sponsor the Southside Classic for the second time. Men of Excellence Incorporated has been around since 2016. We provide mentoring and scholarships to high school students in the metro Atlanta area. We have awarded over 50 scholarships to date. We are honored to present a check of $1,500 to each school's athletic program. We are proud to announce we have donated over $10,000 to Clayton County Schools. For information about Men of Excellence Incorporated, please visit us online at www.menofexcellenceinc.com. Once again, thank you for the Men of Excellence for their sponsorship and generous donations to each Riverdale High School and North Clayton High School. Represented on the field is Board of Education Chairwoman, Ms. Jessie Doreen. We also like to remind the athletic director of the winning team, please come down after the game for the trophy presentation. Thank you, men. Thanks, Men of Excellence. Our part of the
Looking better than yesterday's game. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's 22. Who's going to catch that? It is halftime at Southern Crescent Stadium. Really didn't know what to expect because both these teams were young, but it is North Clayton. They got on the board first of a 20-12 score. So here's how we got to 20-12. Midway through the first quarter, 6:54 is a 5-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Murphy. The PAT failed, so making it 6-0. Then late first quarter at the 2:17 mark, it was a 5-yard touchdown pass from McKinley to Tolbert. The 2-point conversion failed, making it 6-6. We go to the second half, and I guess that's where the party really began. 9:31 mark, a 28-yard touchdown run by Wiggins for North Clayton, putting them in the lead 12-6 after the 2-point conversion had failed. That was after a penalty that was caused, pushing the ball back to the 20-yard line. And Riverdale, they just simply applied pressure to the quarterback. 9:14 mark. It was a 90-yard kickoff return by Middleton of Riverdale, making it a 12-12 game. The PAT failed there. Then at the 6:30 mark, it was a 6-yard touchdown run by Murphy. That's his second rushing touchdown this evening on the quarterback keeper, running it up the middle, putting North Clayton ahead 20-12. And that time the 2-point conversion failed. Then there was a INT for Johnson of North Clayton, turning the ball over, and then North Clayton ended up turning the ball over on down. So it is 1-1 pertaining to the turnover ratio department. But nonetheless, who saw this coming? Because you talk about North Clayton, you talk about a team that has had some very lean years. Again, the last time that Dennis and I had covered the South Side Classic, it got laid midway through the first quarter, and so now it was just waiting for the clock to run out. But this season, it is not the case. I believe it is because both these teams are young. Riverdale has 6 seniors returning, while North Clayton, they have 3 seniors returning. So this is a very young team that you are looking at right now, but you really can't tell by the performances of both these offenses being very aggressive. They're not even trying to kick PATs. They're trying to go for 2-point conversions. They're trying to take it all, and that's the case of what it is that they have been trying to achieve. They are simply trying to get their season started on the right foot. And how sweet would it be for North Clayton to get a win in the Southside Classic against a team that they haven't won against in 5 years. Again, if you wasn't with us last night, we was at 12 Oak Stadium to kick off the season. And Monday's Mill Tigers, they had a 15-game losing streak. The last time Monday's Mill beat Lovejoy, it was 2007. folks, that's the year I graduated high school, and it was the last time that they won a ball game since. So anything can happen. As a matter of fact, going back to last night's game, like the whole champion, the good sportsmanship handshake that typically takes place at the end of the game. Nope, Money Spoon didn't do that. They high fived and celebrated amongst themselves, and then they took it to their locker room. The only two Monday Mill and Lovejoy people that shook hands was the head coaches at midfield, and that's how that goes. But in this particular case, it's only been 5 years since North Clayton has beaten Riverdale. So if Monday's Mill can end their 15-season drought against one team in what is known as the Big Cat Classic against Lovejoy, maybe, just maybe, the North Clayton Eagles can do the same tonight. And how sweet would it be for both these games to air on the Georgia Media Network services, where long droughts are being snapped in one weekend. Going over scores in Region 4, 4A, we had games that goes as far back to Thursday. It was Carver over LaGrange, 28-12. Friday night's action, it was Troup County over Harris County, 31-7. And it was McIntosh over Fayette County, 37-24. It was Woodward Academy all over Trinity Christian, 45-8. And it was earlier today at high noon, it was East Coweta over Stars Mill, 28-21. And mid-afternoon, it was Northgate over Whitewater, 31-18. And here at the half, it is 21-12. On the third game on the schedule for today, and the final game this week in Region 4, 4A. And we will step aside for the remains of this intermission. We'll step aside. Yeah, and sad thing about that is you had some people that had some very close calls to death. I see what you're saying that way. Yeah. Yes, you can. It depends on how strong your dislike is. Yeah, I've seen some bad break up in the bleachers. Yeah. It was the parents. It was 8-8 in the fourth inning. They called the game because our parents were rumbling in the. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had that. I was over the Lexington.
Really? Yeah, they gotta go back. If I call a game, a reading game, and I count the game for I gotta come back and call the game. If it's like weather or weather is different than just stop it. Yeah, because you got administrators, you should stay. You don't need don't know administration. Yeah. You don't need administration. It's crazy. We have 5 minutes. So you know where it is. It should be off.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give a shout out to faculty and staff at both high schools and faculty and staff on the North Clayton side. Please stand. Let's give you a round of applause. Thank you for coming out and supporting these individuals. On the football field, stand playing band. All right, Riverdale side, faculty and staff on the Riverdale side. Please stand and give us a little shout out. Thank you for coming out to support these fine young individuals in the band, cheering, and playing football. I'd like to also welcome the countless staff here. I see our foreign service. Thank you for coming out to support these young folks as they take part in their high school experience.
I will read the script for you.
No, you don't have to read it. I can read it too.
I'll read the script for you. I can know.
See, I don't like talking. That's why I was telling you I need you to do it. If I don't do it, if I don't do it, it won't get done. Also,
it's good to hear your voice just a little bit before it's halftime.
that's fine. But I want, but you the voice. You know, last night I didn't say nothing tonight, and I prefer not to. I prefer not to. Okay. Check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dennis Thomas. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. This is Dennis Thomas, the director of Georgia Media Network Service. Just want to remind you guys that we are a nonprofit organization, 501c3, and we would like for you, if you're at home watching the ball game, at work or whatever, we're asking everybody if you could just donate $5. $5 was what the money goes to. We are mentoring students in media. We're teaching high school students how to be a producer. Pretty much, we got kids working behind the camera last night, tonight. They're going to be on the sideline doing live interviews. So we want to feed the kids. We want to make sure we got uniforms. We're going to help them with transportation going back and forth home. So we ask you guys if you can just donate a little bit of money to that. You know, we got the QR code in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Just let the I'm sorry, I'm trying to see something here. If you, like I said, just hit on the top right-hand corner of the screen. Just scan it with your cell phone, your QR code. It'll take you right to our GoFundMe account, and it's really quick to just donate $5, $10, or whatever you want to donate. If you're a company, a corporation, just send us an email, and we'll come out to your company. We'll take your information, and we can set you up. We can run commercials for you guys and everything. So just help us out. And like I said, it's not for us, it's for the kids. I mean, we're all about the kids. We have done ours in the years I've worked in the NFL and other networks. So right now we want to get back to the kids. Thank you again for watching the live broadcast, free live broadcast on Georgia Media Network. And we'll get back to the game.
So there you have it. I'm not the only person talking. There's other people talking, and you'll hear him promoting, encouraging donations throughout the season. In advance, it is greatly appreciated. And we thank you all for watching week in and week out. We thank you for watching tonight's game, where if North Clayton wins, they will end an 8-game losing skid, as we are underway Catch made inside the 15. He gets to the 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. He's to the 30. He is getting stiffed arm as he is taken down, but we have Laundry all the way back at the 30-yard line. In all likelihood, somebody was holding. It is indeed holding against Riverdale. That was a powerful run. The Riverdale Raiders is on a current 5-game winning streak against North Clayton. In the last 5 games, Riverdale has outscored North Carolina. Why am I saying North Carolina? I beg your apology. Maybe I am ready for college football, but nonetheless, in the last 5 games, Riverdale has outscored North Clayton 219-0. Well, that streak most certainly came to an end early in the first quarter on the opening drive for North Clayton. So now that we got everything situated, it's going to be first down and 10. It's going to be a handoff, bouncing outside, getting to the 20, the 25, and being ushered out of bounds quickly is David Thurston, the 5'10 junior running back. Deuce Roberson is in his first season as head coach for Riverdale. We'll get to his previous stomping ground in a minute. It's going to be second down and 5 from the shotgun formation. There's the club. It's going to be a handoff. Running is Thurston again. Thurston with the ball carry. He was tackled by Carl Henderson. Now, as for Deuce Roberson, last season, in his only season, he was at Stone Mountain going 4-6. So it is going to be third down and about 5. Here's the snap handoff. It's going to be another run. He tried to get the first down. He's still on his feet. He keeps getting pushed backwards. And that one's Ja'Cory Anderson. Boy, the 5'9", 170 pounds freshman running back legs would not go down without a fight. So it's going to be fourth down. The Raiders are going to go for it, and we have ourselves a timeout. Timeout called by North Clayton. 10 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It is still a 20-12 North Carolina. Why am I saying North Carolina? North Clayton over Riverdale lead. We'll step aside on the Georgia Media Network Services.
You're watching Georgia Media Network Services live on YouTube.
and 1 coming up right here for the Raiders. They're going to go for it here. There's the snap. There's the run. It's going to be a close call. It's very close. North Clayton is saying that the ball was turned over on downs, but what do the refs say? They may have to bring out the chain gang to get a measurement. No, that's a first down. Raiders got a first down, and Cat Burnett cannot believe it. The Raiders got just enough for a first down. It's going to be first down and 10 at the 30-yard line. There's the snap. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be a run up the middle into the secondary. That was Malachi Davis with the run. Before Stone Mountain, Roberson was the head coach at Savannah in 2017, going 7-5 on the season, but lost in the first round of the state playoffs, 45-0 to Peach County. In the meantime, we have not one but 2 North Clayton Eagles down on their backs. They actually make it 3. Cap Burnett and other members of the coaching staff is running onto the field. That's something never seen before. Well, 3 players need medical attention at the same time here. One of the players is getting assistant coming off the field, walking towards our direction, hopping on one leg. The other 2, one is right on the 40-yard line, and the other one is at the 36-yard line. And it's likely a Charlie horse. That was one of the players getting both legs stretched. And the other player is on his feet gathering himself. And while the Eagles gather themselves, we'll step aside. 9 minutes, 6 seconds, third quarter on the Georgia Media Network Services.
You're watching Georgia Media Network Services live on YouTube.
And we are back. One of those players was Amir White for North Clayton that needed to gather themselves. As a matter of fact, we have a timeout on the field by North Clayton. By our count, that is North Clayton's second timeout burned in the half already.
Turn my mic up. Turn my mic up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, again, it's Dennis Thomas, the director of Georgia Media Network Services. I want to remind you, Georgia Media Network Services is a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to career development, academic achievement through media technology. Our organization is committed to providing students with a media opportunity. Just again, they're back on the field again, so we're going to get back to the action.
Action takes place on third down and short. It's going to be a handoff. Thurston, first down and some to the 50, to the 40. He is taken down at the, where's it going to be marked at? Down at the 30-yard line. That's about a gain of 30 yards. And the Raiders are going no huddle here.
You can lift that up if you want to. You can lift it up if you want to.
There's a high snap. Thurston falls on the turf, recovering the ball. Now, one thing about Roberson here, he is no stranger to Clayton County football, as he was a assistant coach / offensive coordinator at Monday's Mill. And if I understand correctly, on the schedule for North Clayton, they will meet Monday's Mill very soon, early on in the season. It's going to be second down after the holding penalty. As it's going to be handoff, lost the ball, recovering the ball at the 50-yard line is the quarterback, Aaron McKinley. Or Aaron McKinney, excuse me. That was a very disastrous play. Well, in the meantime, we have a North Clayton, a Riverdale player that needs some attention here. That's Ja'Cory Anderson, one of the freshman running backs for the team. And it looked like he pulled a Charlie horse. Even though the sun is down and things have gotten cooler, we are still in these so-called dog days of summer. And we saw this last night at the Big Cat Classic, where players needing to hydrate themselves because of cramping, and we're seeing that tonight, unfortunately. But Anderson is to his feet. Helmet back on. He is walking on his own power, but gingerly back to the far side of the field. So the ball is at the 50-yard line for the Raiders. They have to get the ball all the way to the Eagles' 31-yard line on third down. So it is third down and 30. McKinney from the shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers to the far right. Low snap. Here comes the rush. Rolling out far side. Wanting, throwing down the field. That will be caught. But did he catch it? Is it a completed pass? No. One official says no. Even if he did, it was well short of the first down by at least 4 yards. And now here comes the punting unit for the Raiders. And if I recall correctly, this is the first time we've seen a punt from either teams. We did just see the defensive lineman, Palma. He was going to punt, but now he's not. The punt does happen. Ball will be recovered at the 12. He gets to the 20. Gets to the 15. Spun around by Thurston like a top. Not much going there as Rucker Pickens with the punt. And we have a flag on the field on the 2 of the 20-yard line here, near side towards us. Yes, the penalty is on the punting team or the receiving team, that being North Clayton. And they're going to move that ball all the way back. First and 10, ball will be at the 14-yard line. 6:34 remaining in the third quarter. Still a one possession, 8-point game. 20-12. North Clayton leading Riverdale. There is a snap. It's going to be a throw in the flat. Caught at the 9. Eluding defender at the 9. And gaining positive yardage. Trying to fight for every last yard. That's Ricky Washington. The last time North Clayton won the region was in 2008 under then head coach Rodney Hackney. And there is a connection between this matchup and Rodney Hackney. We'll get to that after this play here. 6 minutes gone by in the third quarter. There's a snap. It's going to be a handoff, running up the middle, running near side, fighting his way to the 20-yard line. That was Quantavious Wiggins. Speaking of Wiggins, he rushed for a 28-yard touchdown, putting North Clayton back in the lead early second quarter. Now, as for Rodney Hackney, who was in his first season as head football coach at Tri-Cities this year, was the head man at Riverdale twice from 2001 to 2003. Then again from 2018 to 2022, going 50-37. It's going to be a run, and he caught a shoulder from somebody, but he's okay. Wiggins with another carry. Then Hackney was the head coach at North Clayton from 2008 to 2010, going 29-7 overall. So clearly Rodney Hackney has a winning record with both schools represented in this game tonight, as well as just overall. Everywhere he has gone, success happened. Just under 4.5 to play. It's going to be fourth down, and now North Clayton is going to punt for the first time this evening. There's a high snap over the head of the punter, ball into the end zone, and that, ladies and gentlemen, will be a safety. And what was a 8-point game, it is now a 6-point game thanks to the safety towards the late stages of the third quarter. It was a smart thing to do, but if you ain't never done it, they too far back. This team right here. The bad news for North Clayton, it is now a 6-point game. The good news is they are still up. 20-14 is our score now. Other games that's currently happening right now in the third quarter. Morrow is leading Forest Park 9-0 over at Terra Stadium.
I just want to remind everybody that's our partners over there, Real Clear, Real Talk Sports. Jonathan Simmons, they're doing the live broadcast from the Terra Stadium.
There's the kick. It's a booming kick. Kick will be received at the 33. He gets to the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45, 40. He's at the 30, 35. That was a explosive run by Michael Pearson. That was a 40-yard punt return right there, folks. Under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Is that going to be a thing going forward?
What's that?
Is that going to be a thing going forward? Giving an update from his stadium?
Yeah, we're gonna work. We're working on that.
And now the ball will be down at the 26-yard line. Yes, 26-yard line. So the Raiders are 26 yards away from tying this game up with 3:45 remaining in the third quarter. It's going to be a run along the near left hash. David Thurston, who's been a very busy man running the ball this evening. Has a gain of about 2 yards. .320 remaining. Second down from the shotgun. It's going to be a power run. Thurston bouncing outside to the far side, cuts back inside, gaining positive yards down at the 24-yard line. So it's going to be third down coming up. Third down and about 7. Ball is on the far right hash as the Raiders are moving from right to left on your screen here. 2.5 to play. There's a snap from the shotgun. It's going to be Thurston running again, lunging at the 20-yard line. He is 2 yards short of the first down marker. So if you're the Raiders, what do you do here? Do you go for a field goal or do you try and get those 3 yards for a first to move the sticks? This has been a very close game played by both teams that are young, that are in a Class 4A region that is just all kinds of loaded with talent. And we have premature movement that wasn't called. Wow. That was Caden Burnett who moved prematurely, but a whistle wasn't blown. In the meantime, Riverdale, they called their first timeout. They have 2 remaining. North Clayton, by our count, they have 1 remaining. 1:46 remaining in the third quarter. So during this break, here is what is to come next week. 4A Region 4. Troup County, who was 1-0, they will be at Hardaway, who is 0-1. LaGrange, 0-1, will be at Northside, 1-0. Northgate, 1-0, they will be at Stars Mill, 0-1. Union Grove and Whitewater are both in search of their first win next week. Both teams are 0-1. Monday's Mill, they got a huge win in many ways on many levels, beating Lovejoy last night. They will go on the road to take on Fayette County, who is 0-1, and Fellowship Christian, who is 1-0, who will be at Trinity Christian, 0-1. As we have another flag on the field, false start. False start on the Raiders. So now what you're going to do here? Now the ball is back at the 24-yard line. And I see the Raiders quarterback McKinney walking onto the field, so they're going to go for it here. It's fourth down and about 7. Shotgun formation. Man in motion. There's the snap from the shotgun. McKinney winding, throwing the ball downfield to the end zone. That will be caught. Touchdown, pending the flag. So let's hold everything here for a minute. Assuming they wave the flag, that's a 24-yard touchdown pass. In the meantime, we have a North Clayton Eagle who's getting assisted coming off the field. So we're being told that flag was a warning, sideline warning, making sure that the bands don't get too out of hand. Well, I stand corrected. That sideline warning was against one of the coaches here. We want everybody to keep their cool here as we got the 2-point conversion thing happening right here. Riverdale trying to take the lead. There's the snap. It's going to be a draw, bouncing off defenders into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good by Tavares Garvin. And we have a 22-20 lead with 1:38 remaining in the third quarter. The Raiders were down by as many as 8 points. They got a safety, and now they just scored a touchdown off of a 28-yard touchdown pass. Now the question is, what is Monday's wrong team? I'm slipping today, folks. What is North Clayton's response to this? Well, at least I know I'm human doing this, folks. There's the kick, a short kick. Will be caught at the 35. Lost the ball, but thankfully the ball will roll out of bounds. The Raiders were down by as many as 8 to come back to take the lead. Just under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter, and this game has gotten man in a suit tight. North Clayton have the ball at good field position. Ball is at the 38-yard line. That's where North Clayton will take over. First down and 10. Man in motion. There's the snap. Ball is free. Ball still on the ground. And it is recovered by the quarterback. That had disaster written all over it. The Eagles went about 10 to 11 yards backwards on that one. Under 30 seconds to play now. First and about 20, or second in about 20. There's a snap from the shotgun, throwing near side. Catch made, crossing the 35, and taken down by Jamal Middleton. Catch made by Eric Washington. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be the final play of the third quarter from Southern Crescent Stadium in Riverdale, Georgia. The Riverdale Raiders, they go into the fourth quarter with a 2-point lead, 22-20. We will step aside. This is the Georgia Media Network Services.
You're watching Georgia Media Network Services live on YouTube.
Oh, that's an iPad. That's a tablet.
Well, the Eagles were soaring high to their first victory of the season, their first victory in 8 games, and their first victory in 5 seasons against these Riverdale Raiders. But very quickly, the tide has turned. They go into the fourth quarter, now down to, after leading most of the game, at the South Side Classic in Riverdale. Alongside Dennis Thomas Sr. and Dennis Thomas Jr., I am Anthony Harp. However, and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. There's the snap. It's going to be a play fake. It's going to be a quarterback keeper using his blocker as protection. He gets to the 45, the 50, the 45 again. taking people with him down the 30-yard line, and he's finally ushered out of bounds. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Got a flag
Take
on the
to stand.
field.
Hey, Dennis.
And now we have a situation.
Dennis, put it on the band. 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 Take it out the football field. Keep it on the band. I'm going to commercial. Don't put it on the fight.
You're watching Georgia Media Network Services live on YouTube.
11:47, fourth quarter, 2-point game. Raiders are in front. They came back from down as many as 8 to get themselves a 2-point lead.
Guys, I want to remind you of this free live broadcast you're watching tonight. We just asking that each person is watching. If you didn't come to the game tonight and you want to sit back and enjoy it at home because of cold weather, hot weather, whatever, we ask you guys to give $5 to the nonprofit organization. It's a tax deductible. Just go to our GoFundMe account right there. At the screen, you see the QR at the right-hand corner of the screen. Just take your cell phone and go to QR code or your cell phone with your camera, and it'll show the GoFundMe account will pop up, and just click on that and 510 whatever you can would like to do. But we bring you this nice broadcast tonight free of charge, and we're going to continue to do it all season long. We got about 11 games on the schedule. Go to our website. You should see a copy of the schedule that we're doing. We're covering 5 schools here in Clayton County. Last year we had 2 schools. That was Lovejoy and Monday's Mill. This year we're covering North Clayton High School, Drew High School, Riverdale High School, along with Lovejoy and Monday's Mill. So we need funds to we want to feed these students before the ball game. Give them at a pregame show. We want to be able to give them feed them a meal because a lot of times they just got out of school. So and they're gonna come out. These students are working the cameras. They are behind the cameras. They're in front of the cameras. They're gonna be doing sideline report. We're doing all this, and whatever you can support, whatever you can do with a support. If you have a business out there and you want to be a part of a partner with us, give us a call. That number at the bottom of the screen, 678-701-8517. It's a ticker at the bottom of the screen. Just look at it, and the information's there. And we'll support your business, and we'll shout you out and throughout the ball game, or our major business partners, we can actually do a commercial for you. Or if you already have a commercial, just let us know. Give us a call or send us an email at Georgia Media Network at gmail.com, and we'll send information out to you, and we'll come out and talk to you and be a big part of what's going on here. Last year we had over 10,000 listeners. This year we're expecting to triple because of the number of games we're doing and the different schools that's involved in it. Okay, again, we are asking you to support the students of mentoring students in media. That's what we're doing. We're working with the students. We have, and everybody that's the mentors are working with us here. that have had a history working with the NFL, NBA, and other media industries out there, and we all come together and just giving back to the kids in the high school, hoping they will pick up an opportunity to go out if they, maybe they want to get into the media industry, or maybe they just want to do something in high school differently. So be a supporter and give us a call. I mean, like I said, no donation is too small. I mean, $5, $10. If you just watch the broadcast, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna give them $5. Because I didn't go to the game. You didn't waste gas. You didn't do any of that stuff. So just do whatever you can. Give us a call. Even just send them an email. Just let me know you saw the broadcast, you liked the broadcast, follow, and everything. So let's get back to the field. It looks like I see the players lining up to get ready to come back out again. So we'll talk to you later in the game. Thanks again for watching this live broadcast by Georgia Media Network Services.
So I have like at least $3.38 in loose change in the console in my car. Would that be okay if I donate that?
Yeah, like I said, no small amount counts. I mean, we prefer if you just directly put it in the account. It goes automatically to the GoFundMe account or to the bank account. Like I said, it all helps.
On first down, after a impromptu intermission, we are running forward. The ball is spotted down at the 23-yard line. And that is Murphy at the quarterback position. He getting the rush on second down. Dump over the middle, complete to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, North Clayton Eagles. And they reclaim the lead from 26 yards out.
I mean, I got to jump in here, guys. I mean, I'm sitting there watching this ball game. I'm telling you guys, if you are a fan of North Clayton High School or Riverdale High School, you need to call a friend up and call a friend, tell them so they need to jump on this website, because tonight might be the night North Clayton is going to break this thing wide open. I mean, Coach Cap and the crew down there, I don't know what they're feeding these guys tonight, gunpowder or whatever, but North Clayton Eagles are flying into tonight, guys. They're definitely flying tonight. Shoot some nice comments up there. Let us know how you enjoying the ball game, what you think about it, and so forth. The Eagles are on the run. They just took the lead again, 26 to 22.
The 2-point conversion is good. It is a 6-point game. 28-22 is our score. $11 minutes to play. 1 minute has gone by in the fourth quarter, and we got ourselves a back and forth ball game, folks.
This is one of the exciting games I've seen with North Clayton in years, and we've been doing this for the last 3 or 4 years, and the Eagles are flying and not taking anything away from North Clayton, because I think in the first half of the ball game, North Clayton took one all the way back from a kickoff, so the Eagles got to be careful with that. And hey, folks, I'm enjoying it. We're working, but we're still enjoying this ball game. Send a text out to your friend and say, hey, listen, guys, North Clayton and Riverdale are going at it. Just tell them to search Georgia Media Network on YouTube, and they'll find it. They'll see it live, just like you're watching it right now.
That's the most we've gotten out of Dennis in like the last 4 or 5 games.
This is an exciting game, man. You can't help it, man. The excitement on the field, the bands, the cheerleaders. Hey, and you guys at home, I'm sure you guys see the same thing we see, right?
There's the kick. Will be caught at the 16. Muff punt. It's a live one. He recovers it, eluding a defender running along the 25-yard line. And it looked like the ball still came out. The players ruled dead at the 20-yard line.
Player, put my mic back up. You turn my mic down. You ain't talking. Giving Anthony a break. He's going through his paperwork, so I don't like dead air time. So I'm just speaking up a little bit, and when he starts talking, I'll stop talking. But guys, I mean, this game is going back and forth. I mean, it's still there's 10 minutes, well, 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter's ball game, and these guys are going back and forth. I'm pretty sure that you might see a touchdown or two from each team before this game's over with. Again, tell your friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to go on YouTube, search Georgia Media Network. Even if you don't have a link right now, because on YouTube you find all the live things going on right now. We're going to pop up, and you're going to see the game right now live. So I'm excited, and I can't wait to get home and watch it again. You back in?
I never left.
He's doing some serious digging over there. So, hey, he must have some serious stuff to talk about. But before we left off, we was talking about the nonprofit folks. Again, I know I'm saying it so many times. I'm going to keep repeating it because I want you guys to understand how important this is to the students of Clayton County. We're giving back to the students of Clayton County, not to Georgia Media Network, because we want to make sure these students has an opportunity to perform. Go ahead.
On first down and 10 from the shotgun, throw in the flat, catch made at the 15, gets to the 20, digging down at the 22-yard line. Since Dennis was talking about digging, yeah, I did do some digging. North Clayton have won the region 6 times in school history. The last playoff win for North Clayton came back in 2009 against Brunswick, 21-12. On second down, it's going to be a handoff, running behind blockers, getting a yard, if that. Speaking with Cat Burnett, who is entering his 8th season as head coach of the North Clayton Eagles, he had stated in the Clayton County Football Media Day that he really wanted to focus on the mental approach. Now, if you really haven't been following North Clayton in recent seasons on the gridiron, they really haven't been all that enjoyable to watch, which means they have been doing more losing than winning. So speaking with Coach Cap before the game, get to that after this third down play from the shotgun. McKinney whining, throwing the ball down the field. That is caught at the 35-yard line. That is enough for a first down. That was Jamie Newton on the other end of that about 10-yard or so first down pass. Now the ball is at the 41-yard line. First down, got a man in motion. There's the snap. The handoff is a run running up the middle. That's Ja'Cory Anderson, who is back in the game, running the ball per usual. He needed some medical attention a little while back, but Coach Cap, he really wanted to focus on the mental approach because we just mentioned a little while ago that the Eagles are on a 5-game losing streak. That's 1. 2, during that 5-game losing streak against these Riverdale Raiders, they haven't scored any points but allowed 219. And so when North Clayton got on the board first to score a touchdown early first quarter, that was huge. That was that mental relief that Coach Cat Burnett was looking for. On second down, it's going to be a run that goes nowhere after about gaining a yard or 2, if that.
I mean, I want to get a shout out to number 75. He's leaving the game right now. Number 75, he is on it, folks. I see the coach waving on. Get him something to drink. We got to get him back in the ball game. These guys, this defense is cranking it up on North Clayton side. I mean, it's a must. Come on, guys. Like I said again, call your friends up. This game is going to end out with a bang. We don't know which way it's going to go, but we know it's going to be one that you don't want to miss. Call them up. Tell them go to Georgia Media Network on YouTube. Somebody you know, a friend that's at the game or at home sitting and they're missing this great ball game. We're live.
Approaching the 7-minute mark in the fourth quarter, 28-22, our score, North Clayton leading it. Here comes a draw sweep, turning the corner, or tried to turn the corner. He was stopped at the 39-yard line, well short of the first down, as we can hear the Riverdale coach in the press box next over really expressing himself right about now, as the run by Tavares Gavin did not result in a first down. So now it is going to be 4th down and 6. And the offense will stay on the field. We're not seeing a whole lot of field goals and PATs, and we're not seeing a whole lot of punting. That is a trend that we saw in tonight's game as well as last night's game. 4th down and 6 from the shotgun. McKinney has 3 wide receivers to his far left, 1 to the near right, halfback on his right-hand side. There's the snap. McKinney looking right, throws right. That will be through the hands of Jamal Middleton. Or excuse me, that was Jamie Newman. So the Raiders, they turn the ball over on downs.
I don't know if the Raiders want to give Riverdale the ball. Give North Clayton the ball back, because what they did last time with it, those guys are playing defense, offense, and they're catching the ball, man. It's exciting. It's exciting to watch, I'm telling you. I love a good game, especially a good high school ball game.
You know, one of these days, or perhaps before the season is over, I might look through my notes of games and pull like the top 5 or top 3 games that was seen on the Georgia Media Network services going back to the last 4 years. It's 1st down and 10, bursts of speed being tackled from behind, getting close to the first down marker. That was a good burst of speed.
Like a
by Quantavious Wiggins. Yeah, I noticed that no flag was called. Maybe it was close, but no dice. Eagles going no huddle here. Under 5:40 to play in the 4th. There's a snap. Draw, running up the middle, gets to the 25, the 20, running between 2 defenders. Well, holler at him. Touchdown, North Clayton Eagles.
I told you, the Eagles are hot. They're on the fly. The defense are playing, and I don't see any flags. These guys are playing football tonight. Guys, if you're watching the broadcast, you got to call people you know. I promise you, it's been a long time since the Eagles played like this, since DJ Shockley and some of those guys were here. But tonight, they're showing up. They're showing up. I don't talk much, but when you see a game like this, the Eagles is running, and look, they got that second win in the 4th quarter. It's hard to stop. They're hard to stop. Somebody watching the game, send me a shout out. I'll put you on. Well, I will put you on the chat. Just say "Go Eagles," and I will put you up on the chat. Just "Go Eagles" or anything you want to say for the North Clayton Eagles or for Riverdale. Put it up, but it's got to be positive. And I'll put you up live on the chat now. On the chat.
That's a high snap caught by the quarterback. Soderstad trying to turn the corner. He will get just inside the pylon. The 2-point conversion is good.
And can you tell me off the top of your head, when the last time you showed North Clayton scored 36 points?
You want a nice answer or an honest answer?
You can't. Go ahead. Honest answers, either answer will work.
Well, this is the first game that we've covered with North Clayton where they actually got on the board, period.
Wow.
Let alone 30-plus points. So, like Coach Cap was telling me before the game, he'll focus on the mental component of playing football, and it's paying dividends here. Like, you talk about a huge relief for North Clayton to get on the board early first quarter to set the tone, to let the Riverdale Raiders know that we are here and we mean business, and you got to play us for all 4 quarters. And that's what happened tonight.
That's what happened. It's happening. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not forgetting about Riverdale. Riverdale has got to act right now. They got to act right now. You only got 5 minutes, 27 seconds left in the ball game. You got to go out and move the ball down the field. Not just run the ball because you're running the clock out. You got to throw the ball or you got to run this back like you did earlier. So, hey, it's a good ball game, folks. The bands are hot. The players are hot. If you guys are watching now, hey, you're smart. You're watching a good ball game.
There's the kick. Oh, that's a booming kick. Caught at the 15, gets to the 20, 25, 30. Running outside, far side, crossing the 35, taken down at the 39-yard line. What a football game this is, folks. We've seen offense. We've seen defense. We've seen special teams. By our count, North Clayton has 1 timeout remaining. Riverdale has 2 timeouts remaining. Don't forget to check us out next week right here at Southern Crescent Stadium in Riverdale is Stevenson. They come into town to take on these Riverdale Raiders.
Bringing you the best games in Clayton County. That's what we do here at Georgia Media Network with students also. Make sure you tune in next week, guys. We bring you some of the best football in the state of Georgia right here.
Really? The whole state?
Hey.
The whole state, huh?
A lot of people don't look at South Georgia, but guess what? We'll be in the playoffs. I promise you. Every year, at least one of Clayton County schools in the playoff. And the way North Clayton's playing right now, it would not surprise me.
Deion McKinley tipped the pass that was intended for Jamie Newman. I don't know. God forbid that there's somebody from North Fulton watching, Gwinnett watching. You don't care about that?
We're not in Gwinnett. They get enough coverage up there. We don't get that coverage down here. That's why we are here, to make sure our schools in Clayton County where we live and our kids went, make sure they get the coverage. And I think you one of them North Side boys up there. But guess what? Where are you? Where are you? You're here.
So,
guys, I'm looking at my live stream over here. I don't know if you got a good connection or it's kind of getting bad, but we're gonna replay this thing and put another copy up tomorrow so you guys can see it if there's a problem.
2nd down and 10. Play fake going down the middle. That is complete at the 49. That's a first down by the Raiders. That catch was made by Lawrence Tolbert. And that will move the sticks. That will put the Raiders on the Eagle side of the field as we approach the 5-minute mark at Southern Crescent Stadium. It's a 14-point lead for the Eagles. 36 to 22 on 1st and 10. Throw complete at the 40. Taken down at the 35-yard line by Tavares Garvin.
Hey, guys, go that way.
And the Raiders are going no huddle. Well, they're going to slow it down a little bit here.
Got a crowd out there. Got kids walking in front of my cameras out there. Where's my mic? Got people walking in front of the camera. That's why we missed that last shot. Got to make sure we can give you the shot that just happened.
It's 1st down and 10. There's the snap. It's going to be a draw running up the middle. Isaiah Johnson, 28-yard. Number 28 gets to the 32-yard line.
I don't agree with that running play when you need two. You're down by 2 scores. I mean, you got to put the ball in there, and you got to put it in there now.
Just under 4 minutes to play, and the clock is still running. Riverdale, by our count, once again, we believe has 2 timeouts remaining. Second down from the shotgun. Here goes the passing, winding, throwing far side. That will be caught down at the 10. That was Janai Miles, a 6 feet wide receiver who's a sophomore. And the Raiders are inside the red zone. 3.5 to play. Clock still running. 36-22 is our score.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down and 10. McKinney throwing near side, caught at the 2, lunging out of a defender, enters the end zone for 6 for a late fourth quarter touchdown, caught by Jamie Newman.
Riverdale is still in this game, folks. They are not playing. I told you earlier that this is going to be a ball game that you want to see. You need to call your friends now. You need to text them, whatever. Let them know we got 3 minutes and some change left on the clock, and they don't want to miss this ball game. This is one that's going to go down in history. It's probably one of the best ball games against Riverdale and North Clayton. Loving it. Riverdale did just what they needed to do. Pass the ball, move it out, ball down the field at their composure, and scoring.
McKinney from the shotgun. The snap, throw near side. That is incomplete. That was in traffic. Newman, who just caught the touchdown pass, tried to catch a 2-point conversion and could not do it. 36-28 is our score. 3:14 remaining in the fourth.
With 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in this ball game, you don't want to miss it. All I can say is you don't want to miss it. I mean, it's hard for me to keep my composure because I love a good, close football game. I mean, we're not for one school or the other. We're for Clayton County. Anytime Clayton County schools are playing, that's who we are for. But this is a good ball game, folks. I'm cheering for both teams here. One of the best Southside Classic games I've seen in a long time. Set for the kickoff. We're not leaving you guys. We're not going to break away. We're going to make sure we stay right here with you for the next 3 minutes and 14 seconds. We're going to stay with it. We're going to stay on the field, but we don't want to miss anything.
Hey, listen, if Janet Jackson comes calling, I love you dearly, but I'm out of here. I'm dropping the headset and I'm dropping the mic, and it's all on you, all right?
Okay.
There goes the kick. Is hits at the 18-yard line, picked up at the 20, doing his dance, gets to the 25, and just goes ahead and just steps out of bounds. That was Quantavious Wiggins, who entered the end zone for 6 earlier in this ball game, which we will recap the second half, give you where these teams will play ball next, tell you who it is that we will be covering next week on the Georgia Media Network services. Again, on Thursday, LaGrange was a winner. On Friday, Troup County, McIntosh, Woodward Academy were winners. Earlier today, East Coweta and Northgate were all winners today out of Region 4 4A. 3 minutes, 9 seconds to play. From the shotgun, it's going to be a draw running in the middle. Here comes whistles, and the play is blown dead. But how nice is this? Last night, we saw a streak that snapped after 15 seasons. And then tonight, we see another streak that is 3 minutes and 7 seconds away from being snapped.
I mean, it's the best time to be watching football right now. I mean, the season started. This is the first ball game of the season for both teams. I mean, it's so exciting. We got a lot to see in the upcoming games.
On 1st and 5, gets to the 40, down to the 45, down at the 44. That's a first down.
Got to keep you guys informed on the clock. Make sure you guys know what time the clock. I know how they when get in a close ball game. I'm going to keep going back and forth.
And this has to be a confidence boost for North Clayton in many ways on many levels, because both coaches stated before the game, they told me that 4A is going to be a monster. You have loaded and talented teams all throughout 4A. And so this win would be all sorts of a confidence builder for North Clayton should they hang on to win this, as Murphy doing his dance, getting to the 45-yard line and staying inbound, staying just inside the far right hash. As we have a whistle blown, look like we got a Riverdale Raider who needs attention.
I think that was a very smart move by the quarterback, Murphy, of North Clayton, not try to throw it and get it out and throw an interception, because right now you got the lead and you need to hold the ball. You just need to pick up first downs and move the ball down the field. So if you have to lose a play to make sure you don't get an interception and turnover, what you don't want to do is get a turnover right now and give your opponent an opportunity to score in your territory.
Well, we don't want North Clayton to do what that one team in, I think it was Super Bowl 51 did back in Houston. All they had to do was just run the ball and stay in bounds, and they was feeling themselves. Someone who knows a thing or two about winning Super Bowls, but I could be wrong.
He has went way away from Clayton County. He's back up there in Flowery Branch or somewhere. I don't know where he's at tonight. But look,
all I'm saying is just stay in bounds and run the ball. Pretty much that is North Clayton's assignment at this point.
Let's keep it right here, Clayton County, right now.
Because Riverdale, again, by our count, they still have 2 timeouts remaining, and the clock stopped due to an injury timeout at 2:17. This game is still within grasp for the Raiders here.
Yes, it is.
Now the clock resumes. Man in motion. Second down. It's going to be a run up the middle, eluding a defender, running near side, turning the corner, 50-45, trying to cut back inside, and he'll just step out of bounds.
And that's not what you want to do. You want to stay in bounds and keep that clock running, because you already got the lead right now. If you get downfield, stay in bounds or slide or whatever, because you want that clock to keep running. Every time you run out of bounds, you stop the clock.
Amir White was rushed out of bounds by Michael Pearson.
First down, Eagles.
And because White stepped out of bounds, that stops the clock at 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
If you guys are watching, I can't tell the feed right now. If you guys are getting a bad feed, please send me something on text. Let me know it's not looking that great. And we'll see if we'll make some adjustments for you.
Well, the Eagles, they had a run. That run was by Trevin Key. He's tackled just outside the near right hash. But, hey, he didn't run out of bounds, though, and the clock is still moving.
Great. And I'm surprised the band is really not playing right now. This is when the band need to pick up the momentum. It looks like the band getting ready to leave, but we still got a minute and 29 seconds left on the clock, and anything could happen.
Yeah, but if you're a coach, this is probably most animated you want the band to be. You really want this to just come down to X's and O's. No penalties, no bleachers, distractions, none of that. And Riverdale actually indeed just called a timeout. Again, by our count, they burnt their second, leaving them with one. By our count, North Clayton has one timeout remaining as well.
Just remind you guys real quick, guys, keep hit that on the top right-hand corner of the screen. Scan that QR code up there and go to the our GoFundMe account and donate $5, $10, or whatever. This helps support the kids at Clayton County Schools. And we are mentoring students in media and to help keep us bringing you these live free broadcasts. I mean, we're not asking you to do it every week or whatever, but if you can afford it, just, hey, send a couple of dollars. We feed the kids before the ball game. We want to get the kids a uniform. We want to help them because it takes gas and stuff to get to the game. So we want to make sure we give them a few dollars so they can get gas to come to the games.
So the ball is at the 40-yard line. Second down and 12. 95 seconds remaining in this game. 36-28 is our score. From the shotgun, Murphy is a draw, running near side, running outside the numbers, crossing the 30, and that's a flag. Face? No, it might be a face mask call. Quantavious Wiggins was on the run.
You're right.
Not only would that be a first down, but the ball will still continue to run.
The clock will continue to run. It's looking pretty good right now for the Riverdale Eagles. I'm sorry, the North Clayton Eagles.
I would poke fun of you, but I've been slipping up all evening myself. So
it happens, guys. Excitement, it happens. It's not too late. But what Coach Cal has to do, he has to be careful to keep that thing on the ground because an interception or a fumble right now could turn the thing around. We still have time on the clock. Riverdale is not too late.
So the ball was moved all the way to the 14-yard line. Now the clock resumes. Under 90 seconds to play from the shotgun. There's a dump pass caught short.
Yeah.
And down at the 15-yard line, catch made by Ricky Washington. But here's the $1 million question.
Why are you throwing the ball?
You got an answer?
No, we had the same question, man. Why will you throw the ball? Why not just keep it on the ground?
Now, granted, it was a short pass, but nonetheless,
yeah,
the ball does not need to be in the air.
Exactly.
50 seconds to play. North Clayton is 50 seconds away from snapping a 5-game losing streak against the Riverdale Raiders at Southern Crescent Stadium in Riverdale, Georgia at the Southside Classic. There's the clap. There's the snap. Is the run. He gets to the 10-5 touchdown. North Clayton Eagles. And that should be the icing on the cake.
Well, some people say that coach shouldn't have scored, but after all of these years of teams that ran the score up on his team, hey, coach, do it, get it while you can. This guy's put up 42 points. We're gonna see what's gonna happen on the extra point. But Coach Riverdale has put up 42 points right now on North Clayton in the Southside Classic. Awesome ball game for us. Awesome. You guys we appreciate you guys staying with us and hanging there with us tonight, watching this ball game. We enjoy bringing it to you as much you enjoy watching it. They're excited. The players are moving around. You can see the excitement already.
And there is something I want to point out to you after this next snap right here. There's the snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. Wow. Got a PAT that goes through the sticks here. Now, what I wanted to point out right here with North Clayton, they by far have the smallest roster that I've ever seen covering high school football. Most of their players play two-way football. They play an offense, they play a defense, obviously special teams. And for a team that is outnumbered in terms of roster, a team that is very young with only 3 seniors returning from a season ago, and you put 43 points on the board against a team that you couldn't get any points on the board in the last 5 seasons. Focusing on the mental part of football in the offseason has clearly paid dividends in week 1 of the regular season, especially in a classic, especially against a foe you haven't played well against in half a decade, and you drop over 40 points on the board. That is significant.
I need an interview with Coach Cap after this ball game. You want to do an interview with coaches? I'm sure he'll be more than happy to talk to you after this game.
And the whistles blow the kickoff dead.
What happened there? We still got 19 seconds on the clock.
And we were just told that North Clayton's middle school team won the state championships just last season. And a lot of those players made their way over onto the varsity side. So for those who really follow North Clayton, like the nooks and cranny and the nuts and bolts, perhaps they're not surprised by what they're looking at tonight.
Wow. I mean, the stands on the Riverdale side is completely clear. We have, you can probably count them on about 20 or 30 people in the stands, I'm sure.
The ball hit at the 35-yard line and downed by LaRalph Slaughter. He's a junior defensive back who had 25 tackles last season.
We can say this is probably a wrap, I'm pretty sure. 43-28. I just don't see any way anything could happen right now. Some good, hard football. It's been a great ball game. It's been exciting to watch. I mean, the first game of the season for the South Clyde Classic last night, it was an upset with Lovejoy and Mondays Mill. Hey, what's to expect in the season to come? Only way you guys are going to find out is you tune in. Tune in to Georgia Media Network and watch. Each week, we're going to be here either at one stadium. We'll either be at Southern Crescent Stadium, as we are tonight, or we'll be at 12 Oak Stadium. So tune in. Tell a friend to tune in and watch live from your home.
On first down and 10, throwing the ball, that's incomplete at the 41-yard line. The intended receiver was Miles, the sophomore wide receiver. 14 seconds remaining in this ball game.
If you're going to throw, you need to throw it downfield. That's my opinion. I mean, a short pass like that is nice if you're trying to get yards, but if you're trying to put something on the clock, you need to throw the ball down the field. Everybody knows it. Riverdale Sages are not that deep back. Let's see what it looks like. Looks like they're going to go ahead and sit on this one. The North Clayton band is still playing.
I have a question, but my question can be answered with action and not words. So
you got a lot of questions, Nate. Let's celebrate with these Eagles.
You're right. I got a lot of questions. 14 seconds. Second down and 10 from the shotgun. There's the clap. There's the snap. Rolling back, throwing far side. That is incomplete.
We're going to break right quick and go to a commercial break, and we're going to come right back. We got a little more time. We got 8.6 seconds on the clock. So during this time, we're going to go ahead and show you guys a little bit of the what's going on. The clock is running out. Matter of fact, the game is over. The head official said the game is over. I can't get to my. I guess we won't have any celebration, handshaking of the game night. Let's go back to the field.
That was actually my question. That was my question. And with that, we say welcome to the Georgia Media Network's post-game show, recapping what happened in the second half of a 43-28 victory, North Clayton defeating the Riverdale Raiders. Congratulations to Cat Burnett getting his first win of the season in the Southside Classic. And again, talked about the addressing the mental approach of the game, and whatever was said and done in the summertime, it paid dividends right before our very eyes. North Clayton gets to go home with a win, and they snap a 5-game losing streak. They get on the board. They score touchdowns on the ground and in the air. So we go to the second half of the third quarter. It was a safety by Riverdale. It was a punt that went over the head of the punter. The ball was retrieved in the back of the end zone, stepped out of bounds in the back of the end zone, which led to 2 points there by North. Well, North Clayton tried to go for the punt that sailed over the punter's head, and Riverdale, they just applied pressure and had the kicker recover the ball well out of bounds for a safety, making it 20-14 score there. Then at the 138 mark, it was another touchdown pass, 28 yards from the quarterback McKinney, and converting on the 2-point conversion for Riverdale, putting Riverdale ahead 22-20 and in the late third quarter. So we go to the fourth quarter. It was Murphy throwing another touchdown pass, 28 yards to White for North Clayton, having North Clayton to reclaim the lead 28-22 after converting on the 2-point conversion. Then we go at the 5:27 mark. It's a 35-yard touchdown run by North Clayton to increase the lead, converting successfully on another 2-point conversion, making it 36-22. Then at the 3:14 mark, it is a 11-yard touchdown pass from McKinney to Newman, making for Riverdale, making it 36-28. And then it was a 15-yard touchdown run by North Clayton with 19 seconds to play, making it 43-28. So again, these quarterbacks, they were slinging the rock very well this evening. Congratulations to the North Clayton Eagles. This was a win of in many ways, on many levels, that was needed. The Eagles, they are 1-0 on the season. Their next game will be against KIPP Atlanta Collegiate next Thursday here. Well, at least that'll be a home game. In all likelihood, that home game will be right here at Southern Crescent Stadium. As for the Riverdale Raiders, they fall to 0-1. Their 5-game winning streak comes to an end against North Clayton in the Southside Classic. Their next game is actually right here at Southern Crescent Stadium next Friday night against Stone Mountain, a game that you can actually see right here on the Georgia Media Network services. But this has been a game that was one for the ages. And I know whenever the game is not lopsided, that's when Dennis want to talk a lot. So, He always shows up when the game is hot and spicy, and this game was definitely hot and spicy tonight.
Okay, guys, I'm excited for the Eagles tonight. They ran to the scoreboard. It's kind of hard to see, but I think they're going to get a team picture. They're going to stand up under the 43 points. I mean, I'm excited for them. They just won the Southside Classic. I seen 2 or 3 different trophies put up, and they're doing all kind of posing out there. Let me see, can I get a shot of that? Let's see. It's in a dark area of the stadium, and see, can we bring it up? Yeah, there they go. There they go. There they go. There they are. Showing those trophies the players doing what the NFL guys do. Those guys in college, hey, you would have thought they won the Super Bowl right now, but hey, they came a long ways, a lot of hard work over the summer, and it's paying off. This is the first ball game of the season for the Eagles, and they got a long ways to go. I mean, it's a long season ahead of them, but right now, if you got a long season ahead of you, this is how you want to start it off. You want to start out with a win, and you want to put up 43 points on the board, which they did tonight against their crosstown rival, Riverdale Raiders. Again, congratulations goes out to those North Clayton Eagles. And again, folks, make sure you're watching this season on the Georgia Media Network, and you will have more games like this. 2 nights, 2 games, 2 classic games, and an upset. Well, maybe not an upset. One was an upset, or one was a big win with Monday's Meal over Lovejoy. What was it, 20-12 last night?
Yep.
And tonight we got 43-28 over Riverdale Eagles. Congratulations, North Clayton. You got anything else, Ant?
Yes.
I'm going to put some music on here and let you talk it out.
We very rarely have time to do this, but if there were to be a so-called player of the game, that it would have to be North Clayton's starting quarterback, who ran for 2 rushing touchdowns and then threw a touchdown pass. So he was very instrumental in the orchestration of the offense in a week 1 matchup. That's 1 that's in the region, 2 that's a classic. So again, congratulations to North Clayton. The North Clayton football games Dennis and I have covered here in Southern Crescent Stadium, it went well for the other team, and to have 40 points on the board against one of your rivals, this was a much needed win. So once again, the final score from Southern Crescent Stadium in Hampton, in Riverdale, Georgia, 43-28, North Clayton over Riverdale in the South Side Classic. Again, we will see Riverdale next week when they host Stevenson right here at Southern Crescent Stadium. So for Dennis Thomas, that's junior and senior, I am Anthony Harp. However and wherever you watched us, we thank you for doing so, and we will catch you next time.
We don't know the final number right now because people came in, people left half time, some people were able to.